Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Gina and let's talk about plants. So in today's video, I need to do some watering of my plants. So today is it's Sunday and it's not a typical watering day for me. Like I water on Wednesdays, this room on Wednesdays and the front room on Wednesdays. On Thursdays, I do the kitchen, family room and bedroom, and on Fridays I do my office. But there are, like every other week or so, I do need to go into this cabinet. This is my IKEA Mills Bow Tall cabinet, and I need to water all of the Hoyas that are in pond. So they don't need water every week. Typically, it seems like it usually ends up being every 2 weeks. I'll check to make sure they need water before I do water them, but I can see just by peeking in there real quick that there are some that look pretty dry. And I don't know if I mentioned it, but every single one of these that we're going to be watering are in pond. So in addition to watering, I'm also going to be doing some chopping. So you'll see when we get in closer there, but my Philodendron brantianum is it's way up here. It's come way up here. It's blocking a lot of the plants and I want to chop that one down. I'm gonna propagate it, put those babies into my grow tent, and I think that is the only one. Maybe I might chop the, what is this one? I can't remember the name. The name will be on the screen. This one, I don't know why. I always forget what this one is called, but it is a philodendron, and that one also will be getting a chop. So yeah. So before I go into the cabinet, I just want to tell you current conditions in the cabinet. This is the greenhouse cabinet, and so currently we are sitting at 60% humidity in there and the temperature is 75 degrees. And the reason I think the humidity is not bad. 60% is pretty good. I do have weather stripping on the cabinet, but I don't know if you can see right here. It has come loose a little bit. This one is ready to fall off. So there is some moisture is escaping out of the sides here, but so that's current conditions. So let's open it up, see what's going on. That one just fell off all the way. So I'm going to stick it back up there. Remove that Hoya out of the way. Yeah, so this is the brantianum I want to chop. Let me get you closer. Okay, so this is the brantianum that is going to get the chop, which I'm kind of sad to have to do it because it's so pretty, but it's just getting in the way. It's blocking a lot of the Hoyas here, and I can't see my Hoyas, and I just want to be able to see my Hoyas. So I am going to chop that right now. I've got do you remember these? I picked these up off of Amazon last month, right before Christmas. They're great. They are working great. I can link these for you guys. It'll be in the description. But I am going to, let me see where I want to chop here. Last time I chopped was, I think right there. So I want to do it pretty low. Yeah, I think I'm going to chop it way down here. And we'll see, yeah, it is rooted into the moss. It has rooted itself into the moss, so that's pretty exciting. Right here it's rooted in. And let's see here. I'm sure it is up here too. Oh, here, I cut right here also. So there is a root in there in the moss. and up here. So those are pretty rooted. So I am gonna chop here just to get this out of the way. Look how pretty. I have a lot of cuttings here. Okay, so now I am going to, I've never done this before. I want to see what it looks like from behind. So I do see roots here. I'm not sure. I'm going to try and just see if I can just kind of pull it out without breaking the roots. Actually, I'm gonna make my little cuts first. So there's a little propagation, and then oh. All right, well that broke, but that's okay. It can root again. So there's another one, and then another one, and then our last one here. I'm just breaking these roots. Oh, that one came out. That one came out without breaking. They weren't like super long. So yeah, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have a lot of Philodendron brantianum propagations. Oh, and look. So I also have all of this. You see this? So much. Any locals need some Philodendron brantianum? All right, so that's done. And now I just have to work on all of these. But you may be seeing a big Philodendron brantianum sale in my shop coming up in the next couple of months. And actually what I've been doing is, besides selling in my shop, thepinktrellis.com, I have gone back to selling on Facebook Marketplace. Isn't that pretty? So I'm selling plants on Facebook Marketplace again, and these are mostly like, I have a ton of syngoniums, which they sell out of my shop, but not very quickly. And they are growing huge, and the roots are coming out of the bottom of the pots, and I really don't want to have to repot these plants. So I need to move them. I just need to move them out. So I started putting them on Facebook Marketplace, and I've sold quite a few. So if you are, I guess, if you're local in the Denver area, you might see my listings. You might see them. So I know these are going to end up in my Facebook Marketplace listings because I have, I'm going to have a lot of this. And then also I'm going to have a lot of this. So this, I need to look up what this is. Philodendron, it starts with an S, I think. Not splendid. Oh, it's like right at the tip of my tongue. Melanochrysum. Philodendron melanochrysum. So this, I need to chop this. And I'm going to chop it way down here somewhere. So last time I chopped it was right here. There's a cut right there. I'm gonna cut it way back, like down here, I think. Well, I know what I'm gonna be doing today. Got some really pretty Philodendron melanochrysum. So yeah, I'm gonna have a busy day today. Plus, Derek and I are going to be finishing up a thrifting video today. So it's gonna be plants and thrifting today. So yeah, so I got that. I've got all the propagating done, all the cutting done that I wanted to do. So now we can water, and it's so nice to be able to see everything again. I might remove this grid right here, like this whole grid system. I think I'm gonna remove this one because I'm not using it. I don't know, we'll see. But anyway, let's water some plants. All right, so the majority of the plants in here are Hoyas. And I have recently, if you remember, we were in my grow tent a couple weeks ago, I think, and I had mentioned that I had brought down some Hoyas from my IKEA cabinet that are now in the grow tent. So now it kind of looks kind of bare over here. So I'm not sure, maybe I could just like stick this one in here just to fill in the space a little bit. It just looks a little bare. And I don't need this because the plant that is in the grow tent that was sitting on this, well, it's in the grow tent now, so I don't need this. So I'll save that for something else. Maybe this Hoya serpens over here to fill in some space. And then this one, the Hushkiliana yellow, can't even see it because it's being hidden by the Piper crocatum, which is another one that I need to propagate soon. And then this is empty now. So got a couple of my little cute, I've been collecting these little green pots. The plants are now downstairs in the grow tent, so I'm not using these, but I think I'm gonna still leave them here just because they're kind of cute. I like looking at them. And maybe we'll put this one over here. Just because they're cute and I like looking at them. So yeah, all right, so let's get to watering. All right, so the first one, I know I do have to take some of these, yeah, pretty much all of them, I have to take them out to water them, but I don't know if you can see, but it's bone dry, totally dry, which is fine. It always does that. It gets bone dry, and then I just fill it back up again. And I am using just plain water with never any fertilizer in it because the pond has fertilizer in it. And I just fill it to about halfway, 3/4 of the way. You can see it. See how it fills up? Hopefully you could see that. Like about that much. And then it'll go for another 2 weeks. Actually, it's a little too full. So I don't like to be able to see the water sitting at the top. I like it like right about here. So I need to go dump some of this out in the sink. I just don't like to see the water sitting at the surface. So yeah, that's how I do it. And then it just goes back up on the grid. All right, so that one we just watered was the Hoya Bella variegated. And now this one is the Hoya Bella Louis Bois, B-O-I-S. Sounds French, Bois, I think, if that's how you're supposed to pronounce it. But this one also is pretty bone dry, so Lacunosa silver mint coin. This is the Hushkiliana variegated elbow marginata. All of these plants I want to propagate soon for the shop. Hoya lacunosa asami. Hoya Thomsonii splash. I love how fuzzy these are. So adorable. Hoya lacunosa amarillo. This one is the Hoya walleniana variegata, and this is the original plant here. I do have one in my grow tent that is doing so much better, and this one is in whatever it came in from where I got it. It's like a pond mix. I don't know, it's not doing great in this. That's why I took a cutting of it, and the one in my grow tent is doing fabulously. This one is not growing and just, I don't know. I'm glad I took a cutting. So if you have a plant that just isn't looking that great, totally take a cutting of it, just in case you lose the original, you have a backup. This is Hoya rotunda flora. Hoya GPS 7240. It's growing for me, which is nice. Kind of a slow grower, but it is doing something, so I can't complain. This is one that is in that fluval stratum. This is Hoya ETS 10. And then this one is a really fun one. Love this. This is my tiniest leaf Hoya in my collection, and this is the Hoya Ting Chongjensis, which is very similar to the Hoya serpens, but I like it even better. I don't know. To me, it's easier, I think. I have trouble with Hoya serpens. I don't know why, I just do. I mean, this one even has a new little growth point here. And Hoya Hushkiliana elbow marginata. And all of these are dry. All of them are completely dried out. Hoya lacunosa, silver lime. Very pretty. This is a Discidia, the only Discidia in there. And my only Discidia in pon. And it seems to be doing fine in the pon. This is the Discidia vidalii, species Camagon Islands. Looks like a Hoya. It's a Discidia. And then this is Hoya spartioides. One of two that I have in my collection. And I think this is our very last one. This is Hoya cumingiana, variegated. And that is everything. That is all the watering in the cabinet. So it goes really fast. It's really, Hoyas are plants. Well, I only have Hoyas and Discidia, one Discidia in pon, but it's really an easy, it's just easy. You just fill it with water and forget about it basically. So yeah, every couple of weeks, this is what I do. So I think that's it. So I'm really curious if those of you who keep your Hoyas in pon, do you let yours also get bone dry, like completely dry out, or do you always keep a little bit of water in the reservoir for your plants? So I have, I mentioned I have two Spartioides. So my other Spartioides is always, it always has water in it. I should grab it real quick. Let me grab it real quick. All right, so this is it here. And as you can see, it is just kept in a glass container. There's like, obviously no drainage. It's filled, I don't know if you can see the water level. Where is the water level? Oh, like right here, I guess. So it always has at least that much water in it, and it does fine. Like it doesn't need to completely dry out. But then these in here do dry out, and it doesn't seem to bother them at all. So I'm just curious how you, if you do use pon with your Hoyas, how you do it, how it works for you. So if I feel like both ways work for me, so yeah. So that is gonna be it. That is it. It's a short and sweet video. I have a lot to do after this. My melanochrysum, gotta chop all this up. Such a pretty plant. And then Brantianum. I got a lot of work ahead of me right now. So, all right. Thanks you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the like button. And yeah, if you haven't subscribed yet, maybe subscribe to my channel. And yeah, I will see you in the next video. Bye.